Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right. Let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right. Get ready to build, let's make it right, let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, no stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, crafting all night. Get ready to build, let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right.
Oops. Forgot to remove the lens cap. Alrighty, good morning. It's Tuesday. It is April the 14th of 2026, and I've got about 20 minutes after the 10 a.m. hour. I'm running a little late. Had to get the hairs cut today on this beautiful day. But I know some of you are still sitting there in the past, and some of you are somehow in the future. But whatever present you happen to be in, I do hope it's going good for you. All right, it's Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming. We're going to do some Satisfactory and potentially some StarRupture. We'll see how things go today. I am kind of messing around between. We might even jump into some No Man's Sky for a little creature battle just for fun. But yeah, let's get rolling, shall we? Live. Get off my big ugly mug. Get into some Satisfactory. And if the music's too loud or I'm not loud enough or something, just let me know. We will try to figure it out as we go. And we'll take a look, see if we got anybody here in chat. We do. We've got the legendary legendaries. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good to have you along. All right, what are we doing here? We're needing some stuff. All right, so we're gonna need that. We're gonna need, oh, we still have 6 minutes. All right, so we'll put everything that we need over here. I've been doing that lately. Seems that seems to be the way to go. We're gonna have to make a bunch of things. And we might have a few things in storage. Ooh. Oh. We got the Mac Man. What's going on, Mac? How you doing? Thanks for dropping in today. All right. Fiddly sticks. What are we doing? 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 All right, we need 200. We need 400. All right, let's make some aluminum casings. We will need about 100 of those, I believe, and then we will need the all-clad aluminum sheets. It is a warm one out there today. Like t-shirt weather finally. Couldn't believe it. But let's just make the 200. I did get a hair's cut today. That's why I'm running behind schedule. Thank you for noticing. We're wearing the hat. And it's warm, so I don't have my sweatshirt on. I'm, just wearing a t-shirt. You can see all my tattoos. But yeah, I'm not wearing my knit cap because, well, I'd be sweating like 10 hippies in a Volkswagen. And I do play on PC. I built my PC about a year ago now. Love my PC. She's usually acting pretty decent. Every once in a while she gets a little finicky because, well, that's a PC for you. All right, we're going to stop this here. When we get to another 200. I didn't even think about it. And we're going to need to grab some more aluminum stingamadiggies. Oh, perfect. exactly what I was hoping for. Then we'll grab 1, 2, 3 of these. I wish you could neaten up the thing. Well, hopefully it's not a bad different. Hopefully it's better. But yes, I got a haircut this morning. That's why I was running behind schedule. An old friend of mine, one of my old tattoo clients, she's a hairstylist, and the salon doesn't open till 10. I was at the dispensary at 9:30. She rolled in about 9:45. I was like, "You got time today?" She's like, "I'll get you in right now." And I'm like, "You're awesome. I won't be that late." So, just so you can see without a hat. That's okay. I'm nobody's type. That's why I've been single for the past freaking 15 plus years. Apparently I'm no one's type. But my last girlfriend was 15 years ago. Wow. So I guess I'm no one's type. Yeah, I noticed that, Steve, and welcome, by the way. I did have my controller attached. I think you can go into the Steam and mess around with some of the settings, which I haven't done. I just let it run the way it was. It works for most things until you get into building, then it gets a little funky. What do I need? All-clad aluminum. What do I need for that? Copper, which we have right over here. We probably have some in storage too, but 48, that's not enough. We need 400. So I need more copper. But I don't believe I have it. Oh, I might. I do actually. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we'll be jumping into some StarRupture today. I think we're going to try and squeeze in both. Oh, sounds like we just got the rocket back. But this is okay because we were making the stuff for the next milestone anyway, so. Which we need to get through all of this milestone in order to open up the next stage on the elevator. Because until we complete all these milestones on this particular one, we can't make a few of the items. So we're kind of, SOL, if you will, until we can... Nope, I gotta go the other way. Hold on. Fix my camera stuff here because it got all messed up the other day. My apologies for... I think I can't win. This camera's a little funky, but I think I can move stuff down. Ah, itchy bits. That's the one thing about a haircut, though, is the itchy bits, Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, we'll apply that. Maybe a tad bit brighter. Well, I always look like a a flurbinator. I just meant, you know, where I was positioned on the screen is what I was getting at. Now, I know I'm an ugly man. It's all right. I'm used to it. How many do we need? 400. All right, we're going to hammer our way through this. Again, everything I'm doing right now is just much faster. And then, you know, once I can get the other belt type, it's all about building. I'm going to worry a little bit less. Although, granted, I'm probably going to try and get Mac into the game, excuse me, at some point and do the mathy bits. But yeah, I noticed, Steve, that the controller support, you know, is good for kind of walking around and exploring and using, you know, the mining tool. It worked pretty well. Building, not so much, but, you know, is what it is. And then we have to make some radio control units. The wire we are making already, so we can just go grab that. We got 400 yet? Yeah, we might as well make another 100. And then we just got to make some radio control units. But that's going to involve some quartz crystal in order to make the crystal oscillator. And I think we're going to need motors, but we only need 50, so we should be pretty close to that. I don't think we're too far off from making those. And then that'll get us into our next stage, and then, you know, we'll see what we need for that. But we're not too far off here. One of these days I actually got to build some stuff for once. All right, we have 67 oscillators. We have another 50 motors. That's good. Okay. I think we're going to need computers as well for that. All right. And at some point we'll make, you know, factories, but right now it is much easier to just do what I'm doing now. We have 2 radio controlled units. All right, let's put this into... And at some point, we'll probably have to sync some of this. Because we don't really need it currently. All right. Wire, which you're gonna be right here. We need what? 3,000, so 1, 2, 3. That should give us what we need there. And then some radio control units, and we are good. All right, let's make a few radio control units, which I might not be able to do here. I might have to do that. Oh, no, I can do it here. So we need crystal oscillators and computers. And they're one of each, so we should be able to make these no problemo. So we grab those, and then we look over here. Oh, no, we're going to have to make some computers. All right, so we need that. I don't have any. I thought I had 50. No? Nay? All right, guess not. We'll make some computers. We're going to have to do that. Oakley dokley. So we need how many of those? One per. So we need 50. Okay. But yes, I look different today. Wearing one of my favorite hats. Funny, people always see me in a hat and they're like, are you going bald? No. I like hats. I also like coats. Not much of my buddy. He just ordered a custom coat from a movie. Or a TV show, something he liked. Oh, and those look like they get made by the twos. Nice. It is a beautiful day out. Which means that my room, which is not ready for the air conditioner yet, is going to probably get a bit uncomfortable today. Not looking forward to that. 48 and 50. Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do got a lump of hair on my head, that is for sure. I joke because when I was a kid, I went through a windshield from the back seat, and I got a huge scar that goes, most of the way around my head. And I joked that it was a hair transplant when I was a kid. I mean, I'm getting a bit of the recede, but currently I'm very thankful I'm not getting the heavy balding bits. I would just shave my head at that point, to be honest. That's what my brother did. He was like, yeah, what's the point? So he did that too for martial arts, but it was a combination. So I'm thankful that these are made 2x. I'm going to need a few more computers, aren't I? No, because it said it was going to make me 50. I should be fine. We still got to make the blender. And then we'll be done with this milestone. Did Katrine stream this morning? I wasn't able to jump online this morning. I had to get a couple. I had to do my laundry and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think she did stream today.
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells.
So we need that.
Being a
Ooh,
gas,
and we got the
does not make
MK3
pumps for
next.
pipeline transportation.
All right.
Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Particle accelerator. So, see, we can't even do the next phase of the elevator without doing all of these. And you kind of have to do them in order. All right, pipes are being made, supercomputers. So computers should really be what I'm thinking about, but that's going to be a little funkadelic. Cooling systems. And we got to wait anyway, but we'll accept the milestone. And we will figure out what we need to do to make these, if we can hammer these out. Some of this stuff we're not going to be able to hammer out. Heat sinks we can. Yeah, we need the blender. All right, so we're going to make a blender. All right, let's make a blender. What do we need for a blender? We need 10 computers, 10 heavy modular frames, a couple of motors. All right. So, let's grab our motors. Let's grab our aluminum casing. And our heavy modular frames. All right, we're gonna have to make some aluminum casing. Thought we put some in. No, we didn't. And we need to make computers. Okay. So computers. What do we need? We need 50 of... We need 10. All right, we'll make a few computers here. The supercomputers and whatnot, we can make those. We can hammer those out. The pipes we already have. We got to build a blender in order to make the fused modular frame. But we have the stuff for that. We're also going to need to build the blender. Oh no. Oh no. Am I going to need water or nitrogen? Good question. I think it's water. But it could be nitrogen. I do not know. Alright, we have enough to make, but we might as well make the last bit. We're going to have to check on our plastic supply because we did have an issue with that yesterday. But we need these computers. Plastic wiring, which we can make down there. And then... what is it to make... what do we need to make those? Yeah, I need power. I need power. That's quicker circuit boards. Okay. Circuit boards are plastic and copper, which we have down there. So we can make a circuit board down in the other area. Quick wire we're going to have to do on its own. But we still need to get alternate recipes. To the high speed, yeah, we can make that over there because I think we have copper there, but we also need that. Yeah, this moving stuff around gets me a little off beat here. All right, we're gonna have to work on our aluminum because we need it. We're definitely gonna be flabberbed on that. All right, we need aluminum casing. Yeah, I learned that when I did my first playthrough because the quantum accelerator and everything is wacky. Okay. So now we need to go... I think we're going to have to build the blender. Oh, look at that. More flying things. That's nice. A little sparse, but interesting. It's kind of randomly weird, I gotta say, to be honest. But it's still cool. I think they need to do a bit more with that. Like, for me, a game is about the, you know, for everyone, it's about the immersion, you know? I mean, how are you... You know, do you feel like you belong in whatever's going on? Okay, so if we take a look at our recipes, and we come down to the fuse modular frame, nitrogen. Forkenheimer. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Before I used to have some nitrogen over here, which would have been perfect right now, right? But since I don't, I need to now hunt for my nitrogen. Or are you shitting me? Oh no. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, I was about to say. Alright. 2,000 meters away. We're nowhere near 2005, 2005-30, 2005-24. $4,000. Alright, we're gonna hit for this one. Because I think it will be Oh, shoot. And I'm out of power. We need power. We gotta make power. We need power. Badly. We need a power plant. Takes forever for that nitrogen to come into play on the map, though, doesn't it? Yeah, this is dumb of me. Because you know we're going to get caught on the rock. We still got to open up the faster vehicle, which doesn't get caught on rocks like this thing does. Alright, let's go find some nitrogen. Where is that nitrogen? Going to be somewhere where I am not going to be happy about where it's living, I bet you that much. I think it's up top there where the where the bauxite was last time. Oh, this is in a horrendous place. Oh, man. Alright, you know what? We're going to have to do what I don't want to do. Alright, fine. I will drag some power lines out here. Even though we don't have a power plant yet. Damn. Alright, we're gonna have to generate some power. We need power. Alright, no worries, Mac. You have a good one. We need some power. It's somewhat of a pain, but we're going to kind of need to do this, I think, because but we sort of don't have much in the way of choice here, do we? Yeah, I have a feeling it's up where the bauxite was. $15, $18. Ooh, it might not be. It might be somewhere. Yep, 15. Okay. Come on. A little odd on the connector, but understandable. Come on. Double tap tap. What's going on? Well, this was worth the effort, actually. Nice. Hard drive. No disassemble. Come on, you just had it. I saw you go blue. Thank you. All right, where are you? Way the hell over here. And this is why I like the other setup better than the random node. Because just to do a simple machine that is necessary, it's way away from everything I need. I don't even think it's in the bauxite area. It might be. Yeah, it's still 1,200 meters away. Quartz crystal. Okay. All right, so we have coal here. We could do a power plant. And then just connect it. Where is this nitrogen? This is going to drive me to an early grave, as they say. Well, that's not good. Still 1,000 meters? 1,500. Man, it is way the hell out here. Forkenheimer. And that's our closest one, which is not very close. Alright, so what do we have over here then? We got a lot more radioactive material than before, too, it seems. Where the heck is this? And I don't like that it's so quick on the... Wish I could let it sit for a little bit longer. 500... Where is this, man? It's way the hell out.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry. Our blood could fill the A.P.G veins for a residence song. Scripture becomes harmony, becomes composition. Defile our temple, and the threads will sew the windows open.
Pattern analysis continuing. New instruction. Repeat pioneer exposure to alien artifacts. Brain damage compensation packages may be available on successful completion of a special claims form. Our expert Fix-It medical staff are impartial and always open to assess your claim.
Alright, see where this is. $360. Ah, alright, you're right there. It's a little funky. Alright, what is this in familiarity? Nothing. Shoot. This is our closest hydrogen. I mean nitrogen, rather. Nitrogen. Alright, what do we got around here? We have got tons of limestone, apparently. We don't need that right now, though. Yeah, I don't like the random nodes. I mean, it's neat, don't get me wrong, and I get it. But I would prefer the standard, the default mode. Let me guess, more freaking limestone. Alright, where's our... So that's back to home. Let's... Not enough space. Okay. All right, we want to head back towards. Ow. We're camping here. Yeah, that's way the hell out there. Yeah, this is going to be really different and difficult, I think. Because it's nowhere where we need to be. It is way the hell out there. Yeah, that seems to be the question here. Because it's nowhere where I'm really needing any of my other resources, which is a frickin' drag.
This is a shrine. We want watch the waves of the effigies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all the same. There is no resonance growth. Sing.
I just called the Fix-It doctors. They told me there is definitely no danger from repeat exposure to these signals. In fact, they said it is good for you. I apologize, but the call dropped suddenly, otherwise they would have told you themselves. The good news is you should run towards these strange and dangerous-looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
Alright, this gets me a full loop. Now we're back kind of where we were at before. And we're going to have to do some inventory management. Yeah, that is really, really far away. It's closer to this. All to build a blender? Like, seriously? And there's no other resources around it that we really need. So I'm not sure what we're going to do there. But all of it just to make one blender in order to make this part. It's just so far away. And those are the only spots? Are those 3 spots? That can't be. And they're all on the other side of the map. You know, all in the opposite direction of what we need. Yeah, I don't like the random nodes. It's... I mean, I don't want to say that. I'm not a fan of it. But I get it. I guess I would like it if it were a little different. But the way mine randomized is garbage. It makes it very difficult to just even do this one thing. But we have a nice floaty path to get over there now anyway. Alright, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to create some form of a power plant. That's a long trek. I mean, I guess it's not any better than what we had before. We did have to pipe it in quite a distance last time, but I don't know, it just seemed to work better. It just seemed more... I don't know. I don't know what to say. All right, we need a personal storage unit here because we're starting to run out of space. And this is all stuff I have available. Yeah, power plant. We need power. We need power. All right. Yeah, I think we might switch to StarRupture. I don't want to. I don't want to deal. I'm just not in the mood. It's a long trek to kind of go around and. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Burn? Alright, let's make some quartz here. Alright, we're gonna take our break a little early because I'm gonna go warm up my coffee, and I'm noticing we're losing folks, so this is a good time to do it when there's nobody watching. So we're gonna take a little break. I'll be back shortly. I'm not gonna give the whole speeches, but if you aren't sticking around, consider hitting that like and subscribing and ringing the bell and all that YouTube drive on the way out. If you're sticking around, you know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it this time. Next break I might, if we get that far. All right, we're going to let this run. I need to use the laboratory and warm up my coffee, so we'll be back shortly.
All right.
Thanks for sticking around. And we'll be right back.
Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound.
Alrighty, we're back. Like I said, short break. Okay. I don't know why I just made all that quartz crystal. There was a reason, and I forgot what it was. And we'll throw some of it in here. Book. All right. Book. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Yeah, that nitrogen is, man, just to do that one item. That's a trek. All right, we need to go check on our plastic. All right, this or StarRupture, y'all let me know what you would prefer to, or No Man's Sky. I'll do anything right now. I don't care. Why am I going here? Plastic. I could run it. It's going to be difficult, man. I don't know where I need to be because that one blender is an issue for me. Way the hell out there. Why couldn't you have been more centrally located? And of course you're down. Damn it. Yeah, we need a power plant. That just, you know, that goes without saying. Yeah, the Corvettes are, you know, are definitely, you know, I've hit a stride, if you will. I've seen some pretty amazing ones myself. Well, hello. I almost covered that up. Oops. Hello. How are ya? Yeah, nitrogen is a pain. That puppy is way out there. I'm not digging that. Now I'm trying to figure out where the best place to put it would be, because you kind of want a blender near water, because you also need water too for some items. So that is... that's just way the hell out there. And actually, before I leave here... no. I don't like that I can't get that into that spot right there. I don't agree with that. Oh, and apparently I only have that much. All right. Where's my truck? So if y'all want to see something other than this, you want to see StarRupture, let me know. We're going to probably hop over that in a little bit anyway, but... Because I don't know if I feel like dragging a frickin' nitrogen line all the way out. Or trying to see what's around for other resources in that area. Can I make those without a blender? No, because you need the nitrogen. You can't hammer those out, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right, let's throw the 1,000 pipes in there, get that out of the way. Yeah, I'm really bummed out about the nitrogen. I gotta be honest. I mean, I know, it's a game. I get it. But, it's still way the hell away from anything I need. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And it's only located in those 3 spots. So that's really going to mess with me. I am screw-edged. Yeah, it's only showing up in those 3 spots. So that is a big problem. We'll go down to our other area and see how close that is to that area, because I have a feeling we're going to need to drag it over there for the blender. I was hoping I could throw the blender here, but no. No such luck. All right, let's throw the 1,000 pipes into that. Pardon me. Let's put the sloop. Oh, we had another sloop, no? We do have that. Let's do these over here. Yeah, let's take that stuff. Put that. Katrine! Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's a good question, Katrine. Alright, these sort of items we can put in here. Because these are like personal items. Foods. We need to collect some, yeah, those are more personal. These are more the mechanical bits. Alright, you actually can get out of there for now. That'll work. nothing in here yet, correct. Alright, let's take all this so that we can get rid of that. Let's take that, and that. Let's put... Alright, all this stuff we can probably... Dashboard Devil, what's going on? Alright, ores and whatnot should be in here. Let's do that. Ore. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then let's take all of those, that, and that. Okay. Oh, right on. All right, ores and ingots. Ores and ingots, ores and ingots, ores and ingots. Okay. I may need that. Advanced materials. Overflow. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch over at some point here to all right, that should free me up a little bit of space. And then we got any tickets? No tickets. No, 3. Okay. Let's go spend those. We are going to need a few of those. And you're going to be made biomass, and then you're going to get locked up because of that. Alright, unfortunately, that's the easiest way to clear that. Alright. No, Dash, I've been... So I made it through the first playthrough, noodled around, and then, the update came out, or the experimental update came out, and, they made some changes. Nothing drastic. So I tried the randomized node, which the layout I got, I'm not particularly pleased with, but, I'm going to see what I can do with it. It's been practice. I mean, I just started this game. Not like I was building crazy stuff in No Man's Sky right off the bat. Actually, that's not true. But No Man's Sky is a very different building mechanic and thought process. You need to incorporate all of this stuff, the logistics into your building. With No Man's Sky, I'm just building to build, and I don't have to think about that sort of thing. Like, something needs to come in here, and, I need to, this needs to produce this, which then I can bring up and then produce that, and then bring in this other item to produce this other thing. So building in, in a factory-style game, even though this is... got a really great creative aspect to it. You still need to take into consideration the logistics. But it's got, good potential in the things I've seen. Hell, Katrine's building some great stuff right now. I gotta steal some of those blueprints she got. One of these days I'll get over there and do that. Plus I gotta remember how to do it. I just gotta find the right file. I forget what it is. But I think I can find it and get to it. But, this has a ton of creative potential. It's a, you know, in No Man's Sky, in, you know, as I've said many times and will continue to state, in my opinion, is the most creative build mechanic I have yet to run into. So, but there is potential here. I just need to play around with it. You know what I mean? Oh no, Katrine, I know. We'll have to make a plan soon, and so I can come over, look what you're doing, and then, you know, get those blueprints in my save file. Although I'm not sure if it matters who goes to whose save, but I think I do have to go to your save. I don't remember how. I remember when we figured that out, that something happened with that, and we were both surprised, like, oh, hey, you just got to be here. But I don't remember whose save we went into and whose blueprint we, you know what I mean? All right. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So, you know, for example, you know, I'm laying out some sketches, you know, because you can't remove terrain in this game. So right now I'm kind of sketching out, you know, potential areas to, you know, this will be where the material comes in, and then, you know, I'll rearrange this. You know, we'll have a couple of maybe smelters down here, which then feed up, you know, and then, you know, go into, you know, whatever assemblers and, you know, things like that. You know, and create a little mini factory here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And then, you know, over here we have steel. So, you know, anything, but we also currently don't have any of the alternate recipes really. So that's going to change things in that way as well. So even though my nodes right now, excuse me, you know, are kind of like, inconvenient, we'll put it that way. You know, with different recipes, you know, we should be able to maybe make some of this work. But until I know what I'm producing, there's no real point in building something because I don't know what I'm going to be doing here. You know, I mean, and my nodes are so random. And I don't want to start with like, oh, okay, I've got coal in this, so I'll make this and this. When later you're going to need, you know, closer to end game, you're going to need a bunch of things to make something else. So, you know, I'd also like to not have to ruin as much of the terrain as possible with the trees, but we know that's not going to happen. You kind of have no choice with that. But once I get all of the building parts, which actually that reminds me, let's go unlock a bunch of things right now. You know, I don't really care what it's looking like. And what I'm thinking too is I might, so I don't have to go through this again, I might do a creative save and you know, just build without having to worry. Because right now you got to make these things in order to advance to get, you know, all the parts unlocked and, you know, so on and so on. So I thought I would try this as a normal save because it, you know, is an update or experimental update. All right, how many do we have? 16? We have 16 tickets? Thought we had more than that. All right. That's going to be helpful. Don't care about clean or not. I'm not a big fan of the tube. Definitely that. I should be getting that. Or these. Got it. Oh, and the elevator. Damn it. All right. Let's get foundations out of the way. Eight. Ten. Might as well. Eight, 10. All right, now I've got 6. And we'll hold off. All right, we'll work with what we got. Yeah, I didn't even know how to do the duplication glitch, so that was a non-starter for me. So my current dilemma is our nitrogen is way the hell over here. Bing. Thank you. So it's like way the hell over there. Because we need to bring that nitrogen close to a water source too if we're going to make the blender, right? And we're at that point it would be a blender factory that I would have to have things delivered to. All right, let's see how far it is from here to our nitrogen. And all that wire stuff's going to change. We're going to destroy everything here. That's why I'm trying not to build too much right now. Because I'm trying to keep it small and tight. So that when I finally build, you know, we have a plan. Oh yeah, that's right. We got the liquid truck now. Or fluid truck. Yeah, you know, same. Liquids, fluids. 601. All right. All right, so if we're here... Because it's like over here, roughly. Wow, we're still almost 2... Wow. We're 2,000 meters away. We might as well just call it 2,000 meters. We know it's on the ground. Alright, unfortunately, I need to wire this. I need to be able to walk it, not drive it. Well, because the driving is just going to take, you know, we've got stumps and rocks and stuff in the way. So, we are... Alright, we're heading off in that direction. Got it. I hate dragging power lines, but we sort of need to at this point. Until I can figure everything out. Hello, Mesosphere. That is too far away. Or I'm missing wire. Wait a minute. And I'm guessing I don't have any up there. Got it. All right. All right, we don't need this setup anymore. We're making that now. We need power. We need power badly. That's really what I should be working on. It's just a, a simple power plant. Take care, Dash. Have a good stream. Drop your link if you want. Let me see if I have it. I don't know how it's listed. Could be that. Let's see here. That's exactly what it is. Not it could be. It's that. Oh, I am sad. And I wish this would, when you load into it, I wish it would go to the first one up top. I really do. Okay. Now what? Nitrogen. This is a real Laberba. Oh, you know what I should also do while I'm thinking about it? Because I'm here now. Oh, that's still cooking. Alright. We'll just have to remember. That ain't gonna happen. So, now... Try to remember to bring the truck back in the right way. You could also delete it and rebuild it too. Although I do want to open up the faster... I don't know if that's a MAM unlock or if that's another unlock. Milestone unlock. Or an elevator. I don't know. I don't think it's an elevator. Hey, look at that, immersion sphere. Which we already knew, but...
Look through the window and point at the thread. The voiceless effigy creates bodies in airwaves but does not notice the shore. Is our melody not beautiful?
Detecting abnormal brainwave activity again. Activating artificial brainwave resonator.
Your shallow song has no rhythm. The river erodes our temples without prayers and washes away our scripture without deepening. Consume.
I believe this is one of those moments where the scientist would yell, "Eureka!" But that seems entirely too dramatic. It seems they are somehow organically emulating human speech. Fascinating. Continue exposing yourself to alien artifacts.
Where is my nitrogen? Way the hell over here. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, see, I don't agree with the... Everything's offset. I don't like that. I hate being sloppy, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that could have gone back a little bit, but we'll deal with that. Now we can take away from some of that. Now we can actually run it along here. With a wall. that a Mercer sphere? It sure looks like one. Afraid that was going to go a little too deep, but no. We got lucky. I don't know if I like that. Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? The half nudge doesn't seem to be working with things like this, unfortunately. Well, we're screwed now. Damn it. Alright, that was foolish. I should have checked. Because that's in there now. So I just lost a spot, unfortunately. So, oops. But we can... Yeah, we'll disconnect it. I don't think we're going to end up in StarRupture today. Alright, so up here we have, you know, limestone. We've already been... We got a lot of limestone. Now, I don't know... Or is this sulfur? Sulfur, okay. Well, we already have sulfur. Oh, hello.
Our instruments echo in the deep. Do they not plug the shallow threads?
Can you hear me?
Crescendo, the effigy found the key. Sing more.
I was not created for artistic purposes. I am incapable of singing.
You sing.
Noted.
Sorry. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole heck of a lot. Trying to figure out what the heck it is I'm doing here. Ah! Alright, we'll go hunting for those afterwards. Now for some nitrogen. Don't like that, do we? No, we do not. All right, where's our nitrogen? Still 700 meters out. Unbelievable. And already disappeared. I hate that. It disappears too fast. So it's right there. Basically. So we would have to, and it's on the ground, so we would have to travel that around here. Through here. Around. What do we got over here? We got oil and water. I'm not sure what that is yet. And then we'd have to come across the waterfall, which is going to look like ass. And then follow this all the way over to here. All right, so we got to get from here or because that's the island chain we had before. We might be able to do a power plant here, nitrogen. We have a lot more radioactive materials. I'm not grooving on that. Definitely gonna have some issues with that. Oh, okay, good. Don't necessarily need a wall. Right, that's the doggo cave, I think. Right, so this was, what do we got here? Coal. Alright, so we got coal. Quartz. Oh, no, iron. Okay, coal, iron. Good. So we could do another steel or power here. Which I have a feeling power might be the way to go. And then... Alright, coal, iron, something, something. Limestone again. Is that oil? too. Water. Which used to be in oil. And this is where we were building before. So this was our old power plant last time, was right here. And then a little further out was our modular factory. Alright, so we have water, which is good, and we have water all around. So this is sort of pointless in a way. All this for some nitrogen. Yeah. But this is why I'm trying to keep things small at the moment. Because I really just want to... I don't want to get into building something and then have to tear it all down again. I want a bit better of a start or idea this time around. Okay. All right, so we got quartz, water, coal, limestone. Right? Quartz, water, coal, limestone. Yep. Quartz, water, coal, limestone. Okay. That's not too bad. All right, so we could do a coal power plant right here, or somewhere near it. We got plenty of water. Got quartz there. Limestone there. And iron here. Our nitrogen is still way the hell over there. Which we're not going to lay out that right now. That's going to take another hour, which I do not have on a Tuesday, unfortunately. And the crowd today is on the small side, so we're not going to go for a long period today. All right, so coal, iron, limestone, quartz. So if I take this and we build a little power plant. Uh-oh. All right, well, we know which one that is. If I can get out of work at a decent hour tomorrow, I'll stream, but I have a feeling I'm going to be overly busy since I was not very busy this weekend. You still need to get over to where the nitrogen is as well, just to kind of see what our obstacles are. But I think power plant is definitely a necessity. See, and if we can kind of have that electrical line I knew it was this one. I knew it. Because we're starting to burn through all this stuff. But if we could make a different kind of power... We haven't even really looked for our oil nodes. $826 that way. I'll have to look for that. Okay. Alright, so that should be powering all of this now. And I shouldn't have to worry about any of this shutting down. Except for maybe this. But if I do this smartly, we can bring that power over. Like here somewhere, follow along the conveyor belt to this wall, and then over to here, and we can eliminate all that. And then blah blah blah. All right, it's been about 3 hours. I need to get some grub, need to get my food, got to get my day, get my errands done and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't make it to StarRupture today. Although, you know what? I'll do 1 more hour just to make the title make sense. And maybe a half an hour, but we'll see. But we at least know what we need to get done here now. Which is somewhat of a pain, but we will get it done. We are very close. I'll try to get some of the boring work out of the way tonight. Instead of y'all having to watch the boring work. This is always kind of fun trying to figure out where we're going to get stuff. And the path that we're going to have to take is always sort of interesting. Actually, no, I can't. Damn it. That's right. I got to get rolling. I was hoping I could do, and I didn't realize what time it was. I started my day late, so I'm already running behind. Yeah, and we don't have a big crowd today, so we're not really missing a whole lot. We'll see what my day's like tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get out of work early enough. I doubt it. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be hammered to the wall tomorrow. And probably distance driving, which I'm really hoping not. I'm hoping a nice easy day tomorrow. I really am. Get home in time, do a little stream. Again, sorry I didn't get to StarRupture if you were looking forward to that. We will have to figure out some separate days for every game. But lately I've been kind of like, if I'm in the mood and, whatever I'm doing keeps me going, great. Sometimes I'm in for like 10, 15 minutes and I'm like, let me go to something else for a little while. So I've been a little indecisive lately on games. And going from this to StarRupture is a very similar grind. And I would rather do this one, honestly, because it's just more creative in its build. And I'm also closer to finishing again. And I can just get to building on this one. So with all that said, I want to thank you all for hanging out and sticking with it today. I do appreciate it. Of course, our normal stream days are Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, with the occasional late start, like today. But, whenever I can squeeze one in to, get a little stream action in and hang out with y'all, I try to do it whenever possible, whenever I can get out of work early. So, with that said, until next time, this has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all you builders out there a little bit of love, peace, and building grease. Get your action pants on, get out there, start building some wild and wacky stuff, no matter what game you're building in. And remember, just have fun. Don't take it too seriously. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight.
Chill vibes tonight.
Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.